Usually in all sports there are athletes of the tough guy type with a serious demeanor and unfriendly face, but you won't find that in golf circuits. If you think golf players are too traditional, all the same and boring, that's exactly where you're wrong. Today we'll discover 5 players who have created questionable reputations during their athletic careers, including cheating to win competitions in many cases. Let's unmask the 5 most hated golfers by their peers of all time. The first most hated athlete of all time is Vijay Singh. Singh was a very complete athlete during his golfing career, won several major championships, and in 2004 won an impressive 9 times on the PGA Tour. It's hard to believe, but after such a brilliant career, why is Vijay Singh so hated in the world of golf? There are 2 reasons why Singh has ruined his reputation. The first is that at the beginning of his career he cheated during an Asian Circuit tournament in 1985. You may have heard of the matter and that there was no evidence against him, but the documents from the 1985 Indonesian Open concluded that he really cheated on his score. In that year, Vijay Singh was 22 years old and had no prominent position in the world of golf. After the end of the second round, everything indicated that Vijay would not be among the qualifiers, as he had finished a stroke below the cut line. But Vijay Singh never acknowledged it. He always says that it was a misunderstanding, but at some point between the last putt and the time to sign the scorecard, Vijay ended up improving his scorecard by a stroke. As expected, the lie did not go unnoticed by the official, who noticed that Vijay had improved his scorecard. As a punishment, Vijay Singh was suspended forever by the Southeast Asian Golf Federation. To this day, the matter is much discussed in the world of golf, and several players who were present at the tournament feel uncomfortable with the situation, even stating that it was not a misunderstanding. All the athletes who were present at the tournament were saddened by Singh's denial of what happened. But believe it or not, it wasn't just this incident that contributed to so much hatred against Vijay Singh. There was another situation that was revealed in 2013 where it was discovered that Vijay was using a deer antler spray that contained a substance banned by anti-doping policy. Vijay Singh himself admitted this in an interview with Sports Illustrated. According to the publication, Vijay Singh acquired the spray, hologram chips, and other products for $9,000. The spray contains a substance that enhances the performance of the human growth hormone, but Vijay says he was unaware that the spray had this banned substance. Although I used the deer antler spray, at no time did I know that it may contain a substance that is prohibited by the PGA Tour's anti-doping policy. In fact, when I received the product, I reviewed the ingredient list and did not see any banned substance. He commented. One of his tournament companions, Bubba Watson, made the following statement about the situation involving Vijay Singh: "It's sad that people live and die by their sport and have to cheat to try to get better with deer antler spray. I'm not going to take deer antler spray and find out what it is later. I think we should check them for mental issues if they're taking deer antler spray. It's kind of weird." One of Tiger Woods' main rivals was Sergio Garcia when he was at the peak of his career, and he was not always hated. But over time, Garcia worsened his performance, losing more and more tournaments with his bad shots, as well as taking an exaggeratedly long time to play. Due to the delay in playing, fewer and fewer people wanted to watch Garcia because it was annoying. He was criticized not only for his swing but also for the many times he picked up and put down the club before hitting the ball. Sergio was asked about this issue and responded as follows: "My swing works for me, so why should I change it? I prefer to have a natural swing and play well than a perfect swing and not be able to play well." We cannot deny that each athlete has their own profile, but the way Garcia played made fewer and fewer people want to watch him because it made the game too slow. But if you think people hate Sergio just for his playing style, you're wrong. The main reason people don't like him is because of his arrogance and always saying whatever comes to his mind without thinking. An example of this is the day he was asked about the possibility of inviting Tiger Woods to dinner, and he replied that he would serve fried chicken. As if that wasn't enough, during an interview with Fox News, Garcia made the following statement: "The problem is me, one of the guys who has to say something. Many people think about it and don't say anything." Ian Poulter has been ranked 5th in the world golf rankings, has undeniable skill, but within the world of golf, he is often described as an idiot. He is one of the most criticized athletes for his behavior on the field, being called pompous. Poulter has two completely different personalities. When he is playing well and getting good results, he is extremely extravagant and very arrogant, but when he does not achieve the expected performance, he is a sore loser. But those who think he is hated only for his behavior are mistaken. He also has a big mouth. According to his rivals, if Poulter would just stay quiet, he wouldn't be hated by the golf world. After a great performance at the Ryder Cup and 12 wins on the European Tour, Rory Sabatini had everything to be one of the most admired athletes in the sports world. But he is his own worst enemy with a personality that gets in the way of everything. As if that wasn't enough, Sabatini joined other PGA Tour players to play in the live invitation series, which left a large part of the golf fans and the PGA very irritated. Rory has often gotten into fights and arguments during tournaments, so there is possibly no other athlete who enjoys a confrontation more than Rory Sabatini. In 2005, Rory became very upset with Ben Crane for his slow play when they were paired together in the final round. Sabatini couldn't take it when he hit his safe shot on a par 4 that didn't even come close to the green. He walked until he found his ball, and when he got there, his partner hadn't yet hit his second shot. This delay was really demotivating, but when Crane played his ball, Rory chipped onto the green, putted, and ran to the next tee instead of waiting for Crane to finish the hole as protocol mandates. This reaction from Sabatini displeased most people, and he was forced to apologize. Another incident that left Sabatini very upset happened at the Riviera Golf Course during the Northern Trust Open, where he apparently attacked a volunteer who was trying to help him find a lost ball. The teenager sent a 5-page letter to the PGA explaining what had happened, but Rory was not punished after apologizing. To give you an idea of how much Rory Sabatini is hated among players, he was voted by Sports Illustrated as the least favored playing partner on the circuit. It's time to find out who the most hated golfer of all time is. If you want to stay up to date on everything happening in the world of golf, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We know that there are several athletes who could be at the top of our ranking, so we'll mention some names just to remember. Phil Mickelson, now part of Live Golf and has become one of the most hated golfers. In 2014, after the US ended up losing the Ryder Cup, Mickelson strongly criticized team captain Tom Watson during a press conference. According to Mickelson, Watson should have had greater leadership of the team, just as Paul Azinger did in 2008. Putting the team captain in this position during a press conference certainly makes Mickelson a hated player. Another athlete who could be among the most hated is Bubba Watson for various reasons, but the main reason is the result of a survey conducted by ESPN with 103 golf circuit professionals. The survey aimed to find out who the most unsympathetic athlete on the circuit was. One of the questions was, who would be less likely to help in a fight? And Bubba Watson won by a large margin. This surely can't be good considering it's the opinion of his peers. Tiger Woods! One of the greatest athletes of all time has gone through several moments of overcoming, and many people are supporting the player today. Most of them want to see him win again. But it hasn't always been like this. We can't forget that Tiger Woods was responsible for numerous problems, and I say this with a heavy heart, but he deserves to be in the #1 position of the most hated golf players in the world. For a long time, he was the best player in the world, which is why he was so hated, because everyone wanted to be him. The main reason for so much hate against Tiger was because he always had a large number of fans, and this became a reason for hatred among other athletes. With fame and success, we began to notice Woods becoming more arrogant, which caused major problems in his sporting performance. In addition, problems in his personal life such as adultery, when his wife left him, as well as alcohol abuse and dangerous driving, destroyed his character and reputation to the point that circuit members no longer respected him as before. But now, it seems that Tiger has managed to regain everyone's respect and is back in competition, but we cannot deny that during the time he was down, he was the most hated player for all the situations he put himself in. The golf world was ready to continue without Tiger's presence, but we should congratulate him for all his effort to come back, and maybe we will see great victories from one of the greatest athletes of all time.